Hello, I'm Alejandro Garza, founder and chief investment officer of Aztlan Equity Management, and today I'd like to introduce you to our investment process. The investment process of Aztlan Equity Management follows 4 steps. We follow this investment process in a disciplined and systematic way. The first step of our investment process is a proprietary quantitative model that we have developed over the years internally. Our quantitative model incorporates the key variables that we have set as part of our investment philosophy. We believe that we can create value by identifying companies that are high free cash flow generation, return on equity, earnings growth, valuations, that continuously surprise to the upside in terms of their earnings and the results. The key fundamental factors are incorporated into our quantitative model, and we use that model as a screening tool to identify on a preliminary basis companies that have those qualities that we're looking for. The second step of our investment process, after applying our quantitative model, is to identify the best companies based on the model metrics, fundamental factors, across the different regions. For example, in developed markets, we have 3 regions: North America, Western Europe, and developed Asia. And we have typically 11 sectors. So we want to identify the best companies in each region sector based on these fundamental factors. So what we do in the second step of our investment process is a thorough due diligence of the companies that are suggested by our screening process. We have a team of analysts that are located globally: Hong Kong, Washington, D.C., Monterrey, Mexico, and Buenos Aires. That helps us the evaluation of these companies. And everything that we identify and analyze from these companies is presented in our investment committee. The third step of our investment process is stock selection and portfolio construction. On the one hand, we want to select the very best companies in the world based on the characteristics and the fundamentals that we have identified: free cash flow generation, growth, return on equity, and valuations. Once the full analysis of a specific company has been evaluated by our investment committee, and then we have formed a very strong view about the company's fundamentals and its ability to generate cash flow into the future, the companies are approved for inclusion into the strategies, and that's where we do the stock selection, in which we want to have a high concentration, very few set of companies across the globe, but that are adequately diversified by sector and by region. And finally, the fourth step of our investment process is the continuous monitoring of our companies. We monitor for valuations and operations and for the investment thesis that we originally set for each of these companies. We want to maintain a very close communication with the management teams of the companies that we invest in and that we are co-owners of. And that continuous monitoring and that continuous dialogue helps us establish the adequate diversification and positioning in the strategies. For more information about our investment process, visit our websites or give us a call.